Selamat sejahtera to Dr. Maulana. My name is Yogan Laki Mohan. My training number is DN210107 and I am from Section 2 Management and Professional Ethics from Group Iris. Today we are going to present about our group project report, which is cookies business, and our business name is and our company name is Choco Bites Incorporated. Okay, these are our team members. The first one is me, Loganan Alagi Mohan, G number DN210107, and Muhammad Adam bin Shafnul Shamsul Harisha, CN200234, Muhammad Fakhruddin bin Muhammad Zulkifli, AN200132, Muhammad Akmal bin Abdul Karim, AN180101, and finally Muhammad Azizul Hakim bin Muhammad Anwar, CN200177. Okay, let me explain about the introduction for our group project. Running a team to complete the phases of project management while working on this project is the process of project management. There are aspects of this. There are aspects of this project that must be taken into account while making project planning decisions. The most crucial component of this project is its duration because it's crucial to achieving its goal. If the project duration is compromised, the project may not succeed. The path that establishes what must be finished and the labor that must be put into finish a project will be determined by its scope. A project budget is the total estimated cost of carrying out each project activity during each phase of the project. It is essential because it aids in establishing expenditure expectation and it's necessary for project approval, making sure funds are made available on time and keep track of performance. This initiative's main objective is to bring what students have learned about management theory and professional ethics into reality. Because of our project team is production management for Raya cookies, and a team of 5 people will be selling chocolate chip cookies throughout this whole duration. This project will be completed during Ramadan. Engineering moral and principal management will be required for this project in order to deliver services to the community and organization collectively. Production management is the process of planning a business operation so that it can deliver the needed goals and services. Planning project implementation and carrying out operation to transform raw resources into finished goods and services will be all closely watched throughout this project. By outlining each stage of project management: initiation phase, planning phase, implementing phase, deploying phase, and closing phase will provide a comprehensive tour of the project lifecycle. Okay, our group objective is to apply um, management and professional ethics theory in this business project where we will be selling cookies using not only business technique but how to be a businessman when he is an engineer background. So our main scope in this project was students because this project will be carried out in university surroundings. So our main scope will be our students, UTHM students. So we'll be selling our Raya cookies around 15 ringgit per credence. Okay, for the group project constraints. Okay, first, we was our initial goal or target for production of cookies was around 500 containers, and by time passes, we start to think that we face an complication in production where we think, can we do 500 containers in 1 month, in only 1 month? So we decrease our goals to 150 containers, about 150 containers. So that decision was make sense because 150 containers is not too much compared to 500. So it is still possible to do 150 containers because uh, we had time. We had time to to manage our baking process or production process while going through this semester. And another constraint we faced was searching for raw materials. Some ingredients we find difficult to search around this Pago, where we got an idea. Uh, we got an idea by searching in online shopping platforms, so that we can find the products that isn't available in Pago. And the last restriction was time. So first, the 150 containers, we thought it enough to make it through this sem, but we we got an we got a time we got an insufficient of time until we reach our goal to 100 containers. So to make the another 50 containers, we start to press. We start to we start to manage more time in production compared to the last time, and we we are about to make it to 150 containers, and that's all for our project constraints. Okay, for our group roles and responsibilities are based on our group project organizations. Okay, the first was me as a chairman. So my job was to take charge in this project planning and cost management to ensure uh, when or the duration of project should should end before or in the elapsed time. Okay, the next was our secretary, who is responsible in setting up agendas for our group meeting and take note every point or the main agendas during this meeting and what we have discussed on the meeting on that day. Right. The next one is operation management. So uh, he's responsible in controlling operation strategy and process, where uh, it should implement the group project performance through design, planning, and control. Okay, next, for finance, we have a finance manager who will be reviewing daily financial operation, or mostly when we bought ingredients or during production phase, how much money we have spent during this period or this phase, and so on. All right, next was sales and marketing. Sales and marketing person will be responsible in tracking down the sales during this project, and he's also responsible in making advertisement, in making handout, in making company brand logo and such things, so that our sales will not slow down. Okay, for communication and risk management, first I would like to talk about our communication system used uh, during this project. Okay, we used WhatsApp platform to communicate each other during this project, where it was an effective communication that makes us easy to share information around us in searching ingredients, in discussing uh, if an emergency or if an complication in understanding, and so on. And for our meeting, we carried out an online meeting using Google Meet platform, where it was quite easier because in this COVID pandemic, it is quite hard to doing meeting face to face, and it's quite dangerous because his case is increasing lately. And for risk management, uh, we will discuss if any risk we are going to face during this project, and we will identify the risk, and every risk we identified we will discuss and we will find a solution for the risk, such as uh, how we are going to sell, and can students afford the price that we put, the price we suggest for this container, and so on. So the risk management related to topics was in the subject theory. So every step of a project's development is tracked while taking potential risk into account. So we follow every step involves analyzing and reprioritizing risk and detecting those lowest chances. So that's all for my part. I'll submit to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad bin Abdul Karim. Now I would like to present about our project planning. So in this our project planning we have 4 points, which is resource planning, work breakdown structure, project schedule development, and quality assurance plan. Resource planning. The process of distributing tasks to team members based on their capacity, skill set, and best fit for the work is known as resource planning. It improves efficiency by assisting teams in managing usage rate, capacity tracking, and progress monitoring in order to maintain project on budget and on schedule. It is possible to structure the team so that they know what to work on, and when using resource planning, a resource planner can assist you in, in effectively managing capacity and your team time so that no one is burnt out. This project plan has a duration of 1 month. The selection of the organization team has been done before this plan starts to avoid any kind of time waste during the plan duration. This project has a goal setting, which is by the end of this project, sale of chocolate chip cookies should be reached to 100 containers. Now, for the work breakdown structure. A project management technique for finishing a challenging multiple-step project is called work breakdown structure. It is a strategy to divide and conquer enormous tasks to get things done faster and more efficiently. Making a big project more manageable is the aim of a work breakdown structure. By breaking it down into a smaller piece, work can be completed currently by various team members, improving team productivity and simplifying project administration. You can build a work breakdown structure by establishing folder and subfolder, and can go further to break individual tasks into subtasks. For our project schedule development, this is our Gantt chart. Our Rice Cookie project took 27 days of continuous progress from 16th of May 2022 till 12th June 2022. We first start with initiation phase at the first day of project development by appointing the project manager and distributing each member their role in the team. Then we define the project goal which we want to achieve at the end of the project, and identify the stakeholder to support the project funding, thus taking up to 3 days till 19 May. Furthermore, we continue on with project planning. We analyze the potential risks that can affect the project development. Next, we also create a schedule and task plan which will guide us throughout the development process. Later on, we set the budget and product development which took 4 days from 20 May until 24 May. Then we carry on with the execution phase by calculating the suitable price for our product and labeling it. The marketing is done after that by publishing the product through various social media on the internet. The process is then constantly being improved throughout the execution phase so that the sale are at a satisfying result. This phase took 4 days to settle from 15 May until 29 May. Other than that, the documentation part of the development is done by using the data obtained to monitor the sale of the product. Apart from that, the information related to project development is collected and analyzed to be documented. The whole documenting process requires 6 days. Finally, we reach the closure phase. We gain a lot of experience and lesson throughout the project development that we could learn. Then we fill that information in the project report that tells the whole process of this project. Lastly, we end the development process by a closeout meeting which complete this project on 12 June of 2022. Quality Assurance Plan. Quality assurance plan seek to maintain a product or service quality at a certain level, concentrating on each stage of delivery or manufacture to ensure no problem arise. Maintaining the high degree of quality is critical to a company's long-term success. A solid quality assurance program will help organizations achieve their objective by identifying the areas where they excel and where they need to improve. Following a strong quality assurance strategy lowers the likelihood of quality error and lower the risk. This is uh, the this is the picture of quality assurance plan, which is first we must plan and then do, check and act. So for our project, while carrying out this project, we always ensure that the product quality is always in a good condition. It is our top priority in running this project to ensure customer satisfaction is not disappointed. To ensure customer satisfaction is always maintained, we as a team always identify and take note of the feedback given by them. This is so that we can deal with problems that occur more easily and effectively in the event of customer dissatisfaction. However, throughout the course of this project, we did not get negative review on the product sold. This proved that the quality of product sold to the customer is always guaranteed. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, for project implementation, our execution plan was to which we set a target for this Ramadan month to produce around 50 to 100 containers. As we can see, our initiation, we targeted around 150, right? So uh, we face some issue that we has a limited time in production process lately, so we reduce more 50 containers, but still our target was 150, but it's like a higher target, but our main target was to reach 100 containers. So if if the goal is succeeded to 150, it will reach our higher goal. Okay, the execution for one trip of production was 45 cookies. So one container, which is around 400, I think so, 400 50 ml container. So it can be filled around 15 cookies, 15 to 16 cookies, but I round off it to 15 cookies. So one tray with 45 cookies can produce about 3 containers of cookies. So one day we allocated about 4 hours per day in the production lab or in for using microwave oven and the other the other cutleries. So the baking time for one trip was 20 minutes. Uh, with the idle time, which is 8 minutes. So the cookies will be ready around 12 to 15 minutes, I think. So with an idle of 8 minutes, it will help the oven to cool down before the other trick. Okay, so uh, using this kind of process technique, we can produce approximately around 36 containers one day. Okay, this is a cost budget management for 15 containers. Uh, this listed ingredients can produce 15 containers of cookies. Okay, as we can see the price of the in each ingredients. These prices are from real prices, which I've been researched from online shopping platform, and some of them I directly go into uh, convenience store to find the price of each ingredients we used in this production for the cookies. All right. The next we can see indirect cost. That was direct cost. So the indirect cost was for the label and for the silver date to the process of labeling and sealing the container. So the label uh, we will be using our own label. We create our own label and we will print it out based on the orders. And for sealing the containers, we will use a cellophane tape to seal it tightly. And for the fixed cost, uh, the main fixed cost was yes, electronics and appliances for oven and mixer, uh, which is around per per production will be charged around 4 ringgit. So for the total 15 containers, production cost will be around 67 ringgit 55 cents, or we can round it up to 70 ringgit. Okay, uh, the cost of container per container will be RM 4 ringgit 50 cents. So our net income will be we will be selling our as I said we'll be selling our container per container will be RM 10 ringgit. So the price of container 10 ringgit minus with the cost of per container. So we will be get profit about 5 ringgit 50 cents per container. Okay, for product review, a product review is arguably the most useful way to eliminate shoppers' concerns regarding a product. A majority of the people are influenced by product reviews in their purchase. Okay, for this business or this project, uh, we get feedback from students where we give uh, we give out our samples to our lecturer and let the students taste the cookies and get a feedback. So as we can see in the next slide, I attach an image that students are tasting our chocolate chip cookies, and turns out they give good feedback, which the cookies was delicious and the the bake was good. Okay, for problem finding and solution. Okay, the first problem was preparing the ingredients. Okay, as I said before, so while we searching for the ingredients, we find difficult, which is in this area, there was limited bakery or to buy the ingredients for cookies. So it's okay to buy common things such as flour, sugar, and such things. But things for bakeries, for pastries, like chocolate chip cookies, butter, unsalted butter. So it's mainly we can get it from bakery or mostly pastries. So we found it difficult in this searching for ingredients, and as a solution, we we bought it from online, and the capacity for each ingredients, uh, we we make sure to for the ingredients is sufficient to prepare the chocolate chip cookies, so that we should not buy many times or multiple times to avoid the stock of the ingredients is uh, decreased. Okay, for the mixing process, so we ensure that the process of the baking process uh, is well carried out, and the mixing process of the dough for the cookies is correct, so that the taste of the cookies is so the taste of cookies will be remain same for all of the cookies. Okay, for next is baking process. So we should ensure the temperature used to bake the cookies at the right temperature and time to avoid the cookies burning. As I said before, the baking time was 12 minutes, so it should be in 12 minutes. So based on the recipe we used, it said 12 minutes to 15 minutes. So approximately we took 12 minutes to avoid uh, the cookies burnt. So, and we should make sure that in the oven tray the cookies doesn't stick. So we have to spread the butter well, so that, or use oil pepper to avoid the cookies stick on the oven plate. Okay, for the survey, uh, we took feedback from our testimony, which is our students, where we give a sample to them for to taste our cookies, and we'll from their feedback, we will take note, and we will improve the baking process or in the ingredients to make sure the cookies is more delicious than before. Okay, for the promotion process, where we'll be uh, delivering the package to the customer. In this process, we will make sure that the cookies the customer will get are in good condition and safely arrived. So, for the safety of the container, we will we will wrap it with a bubble wrap, so that the cookies will not break off from the in the container, to improve the quality of our biscuit ship from from the from the sender to our customer.
For project closure, overall, our Rai Cookies project managed to achieve all the objectives that we set in the beginning, and all the process that we planned went through and complete successfully. Each of us really needs to know and play a very important role in the success of this project. Without a member, our project will not be able to run successfully, because everyone has to be responsible to ensure that the project runs smoothly and immediately make a decision in case of problem. My name is Muhammad Azizul Hakim bin Muhammad Anwar, metric number CN 20177. Thank you.